All right, we're going to learn how to move your object in your flipbook upwards and downwards. Okay, so if it needs to move up and down in the image, remember, always use a pencil when you're doing your tracing. Don't use your Sharpie right away. Use that once you finish and finalize everything. I'm just using it so you guys can see things better. So, warning you ahead of time. So, you need to start with an object. So I'm going to get my fish quick ready for all of you guys. You can't see through my screen as good as I can because the lighting's different in the video, but that's just the way it is. So I'm going to get my fish set up for all of you. Just getting a nice simple object to work with. There we are. And how you make things to appear that they are moving upwards and downwards is because you are moving your next frame, so this is a frame, your next paper, upwards and downwards as well, okay? If you want, we'll just say my fish, okay? If you want your fish to move up, like it's floating up to the surface, you need to slide your paper downwards, okay? And if you need your fish to move downwards, you need to slide your paper up. So I'm going to create the illusion that my fish is swimming up to the surface, okay? Now, here is what I mean by shifting a little bit, okay? So see how much I'm shifting it, okay? Just a little bit. See how big that is compared to my finger, okay? It's about half of the width of my finger, okay? I have fat fingers, but, a little bit, you shift it just a little bit. And if you find out later on that it wasn't enough, that is fine. If you find out later that it was too much, well, you just slide a frame in between, and if you need help with that, flag me down. Okay, so I slid it down just a little bit. I trace my fish. And then I make sure I keep track of which one's which. So this was frame number 1. So this is where I started. This is number 2. Okay. And I'm keeping it light because I don't want to necessarily keep the numbers on the front. Maybe I write the numbers on the back so we don't notice it so much. And then I move on to my next one. So I'm on number 2 now. Here's number 1. Okay. And then I am sliding it down a little bit because I want my fish to go up. And then I trace my fish again. And you'll do this over and over again until you reach your desired effect. Okay, so if I wanted my fish to go all the way up until it flies off the page, well, I would keep doing this until I can no longer draw my fish on my piece of paper because I ran out of paper room. Here's number 4. Okay, I'm going to put these side by side, and I want you to notice how, as we keep going, go like this. Here's a fish, 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 fish. Notice as I kept going, my fish was going a little bit higher on my piece of paper, okay? So that's what happens when you slide your paper downwards, okay? Your drawing moves upwards. When you slide your paper upwards, your drawing moves downwards, okay? And if that's confusing, make sure you come and ask me questions because I am here to help you, okay? So that is how you move things up and down. If you want to figure out how to combine up and down and side to side, you should watch my side to side video and you just blend the two ideas together, okay? And if you have questions about that, make sure you let me know.